Hello everyone and welcome to the HealthONE EMS Hybrid Basic EKG course. This is course number 41 for Basic EKG here at HealthONE EMS and our second hybrid EKG course. So congratulations and welcome to the course. My name is Don Stroop. I'll be your instructor. And this little video presentation is just going to introduce you to the course webpage. So probably the first thing we need to talk about is what is a hybrid course. A hybrid course is a college course where most of the content is presented online in a distance learning format. Then we have one day a week where we come into the classroom and I answer your questions, we discuss the topics, and for this course we do quite a bit of lecture. So as you can see, the 4-hour meetings we have every week are going to be pretty time sensitive. So you need to come to class prepared with your homework done and ready to ask questions to get the most out of this course. What you can see here on the screen is your course page. So if you're seeing this video, then you figured out how to log into Moodle and you've got the passcode right to get into the course. My screen may be slightly different than yours, but for the most part this should all look the same. What you see is the basic information here with the textbook that you need to buy. I know it's expensive, I'm sorry, but this is a really good textbook and it also has a lot of cards that'll help you study and learn these rhythms. Okay, my contact information is up here along with the phone number, so if you have any questions you can give me a call. The student manual is something you need to take a look at. In fact, everything in this area here you need to take a look at. But the student manual, please make sure you go through it. If you haven't taken a HealthONE EMS class before, you need to understand our policies and procedures. The syllabus will tell you how the class is run, what the requirements are, and the grading requirements. So make sure you read that too. The course schedule is created so you understand what needs to be done when and how the course is going to progress. The schedule may change a little bit from week to week depending on what we get done in the classroom. But any changes to the schedule, I'll let you know. There's some things here on the scope of practice, interpreting EKGs, the rules. Take a look at that, individual rhythm rules. They're kind of cheat sheets on how to actually do EKGs. And then you have the hybrid EKG assignment list, which will actually list out what assignments are due when, whether they're a hand-in assignment or an online assignment. So take a look at that. And again, that one may change as the course goes on. We'll see how things go and how you guys tackle the course. And then we'll talk about it if we need to adjust any due dates. The news forum here, this is something that you need to access on before the first day of class. And basically I'm asking you just to put in your introduction. Tell everybody who you are. This does a couple things for me. It lets me know that you can figure out how to navigate the course. And it also lets the other people in the course get to know who you are. If by next Friday I haven't seen you post in there, I'm going to assume you can't access the course and we're having technical issues. Okay, so going back to the course, the rest of this page is broken up by weeks. So as you can see here, we technically started September 30th, which would be Monday, and this will go through until Sunday, October 6th. And that will be this week, which up here lists the reading assignments, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Appendix A. I know it's a lot of reading, but we have to jump right into this. And you technically have a week to get it done, so it shouldn't be too terribly bad. Fortunately, the nice thing about the textbook is it's pretty easy to read. As you go through the week, you'll see a bunch of these links here. Don't be afraid to click on them and explore a little bit, except be careful of like this cardiac A&P quiz. Don't open that up until you're ready to actually take the quiz, because once you start it, you pretty much got to finish it. Okay? But going back up here, this hand with an assignment icon, if you click on that, that'll tell you what you need to do. So it gives you instructions. Print out the rhythm review criteria worksheet and work on completing the table throughout the course. You will hand this quiz into your instructor before the final exam. So this tells you that this is an assignment that you need to turn in. So you'll be printing out the document, which is right here. I don't know if you can see that, but you'll open it up and it's a PDF, and basically you'll fill in that flow chart as you go through the course, and then you'll turn it in right before your final exam. There are other assignments that are hand-in, so it's like right here, there's an electrophysiology EKG interpretation quiz. The thing right below it is the actual quiz that you'll print out and fill out and turn in. Okay, but there's also this quiz here, electrophysiology quiz. That is an online exam, so you'll have to complete that before the first day of class. Technically, that's due like October 6th, so you can come in and ask questions on Friday. Anything that says notes, those are the actual notes from the presentation and the lectures that we'll tackle on Friday. So those are there for your reference. Okay, so you can pull those up, take a look at them, and be prepared for class, or have them available to you so you can take notes. Moving right along, week 2, October 7th through the 13th. Again, there's your reading assignment, and here is the homework that needs to be done. Week 3 is October 14th to the 22nd. Last of your reading assignments, and then we'll get into pacemakers, 12-lead EKG if we have some time. Don't freak out too much about that, though. We just barely kind of get into it and just discuss it a little bit so you understand what your ALS partners and nursing staff are doing in the emergency departments when they do 12 leads. Then we have a final exam review and a practice test. The final week of class is your final exam. And we'll talk more about that as we get closer to that date. But pretty much you're going to have all day that Friday to come in and take the test. I haven't decided yet whether it's going to be an online test or a paper test, but we'll figure that out when we get a little bit closer. There are some additional resources here. One of these here is why does an MI look like an MI? And it's just a brief little lesson to kind of further explain why a heart attack looks like it does. As the class goes on, if you have any questions or any topics related to interpreting EKGs that I don't think is really being covered well in the book, then I may create some additional resources for you to take a look at. And that way you can reference them as you need to throughout the course. So that's pretty much how the course is going to run. It's fast. It can be kind of intense for some people who are not used to online learning. All I can say is it's all about time management and setting your expectations. You really have to be an independent learner to do well in a hybrid EKG course. Some of you are going to do just totally fine in this course. Some of you may struggle a bit. If you find you are struggling with the online content, let me know. We need to make sure that you technically have the ability to access the content, and that you have the computer knowledge needed to access the information on the screen. Once you fall behind in this course, you will fall behind quickly. So I don't want that to happen to anybody. I want to make sure we're here to help. Again, if you have any questions or concerns, my email's at the top, don.stroop@healthonecares.com, or call me 303-788-6819. Thank you, everybody. That's all I got. We'll see you in class on the 4th. Take care.